Ms. Redmond, Ms. Freeborn, and Dr. Gonzalez. Can I get a motion to go executive session to discuss the particular employment of a particular person or corporation?
Motion.
Thank you, Ms. Murphy. Can I get a second? Second. Thank you, Mr. Wallace. All in favor? Motion passes, and we will be back at 7 p.m. Welcome back to the Riverhead Central School District Regular Board of Education meeting for June 3rd, 2026. Can I get a motion to return to open session? Motion. Thank you, Mr. Wallace. Can I get a second? Thank you, Ms. Freeborn. All in favor? Motion passes, and please rise for the pledge. District Clerk has an announcement to make about translation services.
Good evening. If you would like to take advantage of interpretation services, please see Ms. Kess in the table in the back.
Muy buenas noches. Les damos la bienvenida a la Junta Educativa del Distrito de Riverhead. Si necesitan traducción o interpretación, por favor, me miran en la parte de atrás para poderles ayudar. Gracias.
We have our student representative, Eric, has his report.
Good evening, everyone. Starting off with Akabog Elementary School. Akabog students have been busy making memories as the school year comes to a close. Students enjoyed 3 exciting field days filled with fun, teamwork, and laughter. Kindergarten classes celebrated the end of the year with a trip to Iron Pier Beach, while 4th graders visited Pulaski Street School to get a glimpse of what awaits them next year. Phillips Avenue School. Phillips Avenue students, families, and staff recently came together for their annual field day, enjoying a variety of activities and friendly competition. In a beloved Phillips tradition, the day concluded with the Flanders Fire Department cooling off 4th graders and even a few teachers with the fire hose. Our pre-K students enjoyed a hands-on learning experience during a trip to Fink's Farm, where they explored the farm, met animals, took a hayride, and planted basil to bring home. Additionally, 4th graders recently visited Pulaski Street School, touring the building, meeting staff, and learning about the opportunities that await them next year. Pulaski Street School. Pulaski Street School has focused on welcoming the next generation of students. Over the past 2 weeks, incoming 4th graders from across the district visited the building, toured classrooms, met current students and staff, and learned about what makes Pulaski special. The school also hosted a family orientation evening, providing incoming students and their families an opportunity to learn about Pulaski and begin their transition to 5th grade. Riley Avenue School. At Riley Avenue, students and staff have been celebrating a year of learning while staying focused on making the most of their remaining days together. Families have partnered with the school to provide attendance, and those efforts have resulted in meaningful gains. Students have enjoyed an A to Z end-of-year countdown, and the PE teachers who worked along staff to organize 2 outstanding field days filled with fun and school spirit. Riverhead Middle School. Riverhead Middle School students and staff have been busy with a variety of engaging academic, artistic, and community-centered activities. Students in Miss Federico's art classes participated in the Baconic Bay Medical Center's 75th anniversary poster contest, with Luca Kittascelli and Eric Villatoro Amaya selected as contest winners. Members of the Read and Roll Club visited Sunken Forest on Fire Island, while 8th graders traveled to Cradle of Aviation Museum to connect with classroom learning with real-world experiences. Riverhead Middle School also hosted a successful family literacy night, celebrated Mental Health Awareness Week, and saw its music ensembles earn an excellent and superior ratings at the High Note Music Festival in New Jersey.
Thank you, Eric. And we have our superintendent report, Dr. Hain.
Sure, I would like to call up our building principal and our assistant principal at the high school, Dana Tisham and Sean O'Hara. Oh, and director, sorry about that, Director of Guidance, Mr. Kassar as well, sorry.
Try it again? Okay. Good evening, President Scudder, members of the Board of Education, Dr. Hagan, Dr. Cardesano, Dr. Milieri, Mrs. Arcuri, families, friends, faculty, staff, and community members. It is my pleasure to begin tonight by recognizing students who have earned the New York State Seal of Biliteracy. This distinction is awarded to students who have demonstrated a high level of proficiency in English and at least one additional language through rigorous coursework, assessments, and authentic communication. This year, we are proud to honor students who have earned the Seal of Biliteracy in Spanish, French, and one student has earned it in Polish. Their achievement reflects not only linguistic proficiency, but also an appreciation for diverse cultures and perspectives. We are proud of all of our students who have earned this seal for the exceptional accomplishment. At this time, I invite the recipients of the New York State Seal of Biliteracy to come forward as their names are called, walk towards Mr. O'Hara so we can get a picture over here with Mr. Gassar, who is holding your certificates. Okay. Alejandro Ayala Mora, Jafet Bolanos Fernandez, Sofia Carranza, Anthony Castro Gonzalez, Julia Choch, Yoselin De Paz Julian, Aiden Foss, Camila Garcia, Cecia Garcia Martinez, Guadalupe Hernandez Bonilla, Caitlin Hinsey, Naomi Ilaris, Johanna Lopez, Kelly Lopez, Maria Mach Patsan, Antonella Morocho, Stephanie Naj Mann, Madeline Orego Mayan, Brittany Ortiz Lopez, Michelle Perez, Karen Perez Campos, Danielle Polakowski, Emelyn Ramirez Salas, Andrea Rangel Perez, Diana Romero Bonilla, Alex Sliwak, Danica Sweeney, Blanca Velasquez, and Liz Vasquez Basurto. Antonella Morocho and Michelle Perez have earned both French and Spanish seals of biliteracy, so extra congratulations to them. Before we move on to civic readiness, we're going to take our photo. Thank you.
We're coming.
Thank you, and congratulations again. We will now be recognizing the students who have earned the New York State Seal of Civic Readiness. The Seal of Civic Readiness is awarded to students who have demonstrated civic knowledge, civic responsibility, and a commitment to active participation in their school and community. Through coursework, service, leadership, and civic engagement experiences, these students have shown they are prepared to make meaningful contributions as informed and engaged citizens. We congratulate these students on this important achievement and invite the recipients of the New York State Seal of Civic Readiness to come forward as their names are called, shake hands with Mr. O'Hara, and move for another picture. We do have some students on both lists. All right, starting with Catherine Arias. Luca Berkruskaita, Sofia Carranza, Julia Choch, Eric Chersky, Oliver Earl, Brooke Eastwood, Olivia Esposito, Delilah Evans, Aiden Foss, the board's own Eric Gabrielson, Caleb Gatto, Amir Golson, Amelia Haas, Addison Heck, Caitlin Hinsey, Sarah Hussein, Estras Juca, Ella Caparros, Johanna Lopez, Kelly Lopez, Abigail Mayanki. Maria Mach Patsan. Berlin Mejia Aragon. Ashley Mendez. Gianna Miller. Jasmine Montenegro Polanco. Dwayne Morgan. Antonella Morocho. Ariana Nemensniak. Brittany Ortiz Lopez. Karen Perez Campos. Samantha Michna. Olivia Pluchot. Diego Palouk. Emmeline Ramirez. Jeffrey Romero. Evie Sambetz. Amber Schwartz. Christian Seymour. Alex Slebak. Tatum Suter. Katrina Sucharski. Madeline Sullivan. Stephanie Vidal Estrada. Joshua Ward. And Dylan Zaleski. I'll now ask the board to come over for one more picture. Thank you again. Thank you for recognizing these students for their exceptional achievements.
So I'm always just so impressed with all of our students. Thank you to the administrators, faculty, staff, teachers, and parents, guardians. Thank you so much for everything you do. We know that it takes all of us to be able to help our students become, just great ambassadors to the educational programs that are here. So just really very, very impressive. I do know there's a Knicks game. Potentially at 8:30, I guess. So you're welcome to stay, but if you want to go, by all means. All right. I do have one other that is not on the list. See, when you become a board member, they don't tell you right off the bat the late nights, the amount of training that you have to go to, and a lot of the stuff that goes on. And these are volunteer positions; they're not paid. These are volunteer, and they do it because they believe in everything that we're doing here educationally and want to help and support. Every now and then, there's the National School Boards Association recognizes because of the amount of training that goes into these. So there's levels 1 through 4, and it continues. So the longer you stay, the more training you do. And in this case, I was informed that our Vice President, Erica Murphy, achieved such award, achieving well over 75 points. Every time you do a training, is an additional point. So for the 2026 school year, and I wanted to go ahead and present that to Ms. Murphy now.
Okay, so moving on, we're going to have a public hearing on the funding reserves expenditure. That presentation is going to be done by Dr. Cardesano. Can I get a motion to go to open the public hearing?
Motion.
Thank you, Ms. Murphy. Can I get a second? Thank you, Mr. Wallace. All in favor? And the motion passes. And Dr. Cardesano, it's all yours.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for this opportunity to present this information tonight, both to the board and to the public. I'm also pleased that Anthony Martino is joining me tonight for any discussion that may he can contribute to. If you ask me anything technical about boilers or roping of boilers or all the things he's making me smarter about. So basically, there was a repair reserve that, go ahead, clicked on, Robert. Okay, here we go. So there was a repair reserve that was established by the board back in March 2017. That reserve repair was approved by the voters in May of 2017. And basically what a repair reserve does is it serves as a savings account for future building work that you may need to do. And as of right now, there's about $2.1 million in that fund that has been built up over several years. But these funds can only be used for a very specific purpose. So what happens, okay. So what happens is, repair reserves are defined as occasional work. So what does that mean? That means work that is intended to restore to a satisfactory condition something that is either decayed, deteriorated, weathered, broken, is torn, or is inoperable. You cannot use this money to build something new. So we cannot use this money to build classrooms. It can only be used to repair our maintenance equipment and our buildings. Go ahead. All right. So basically, it's a 5-step process. It's not complicated once you get to this point. What you need to do first is you establish what the projects are. What we're asking you tonight is to approve 4 different projects. You have board discussion. We have done that through the months of February, March, and April during our budget presentations. We have to have a public hearing. Our conversation tonight satisfies that requirement. We're going to ask you tonight to approve a resolution that you need to approve via a vote. And then what that does is that allows us to move the money out of the repair reserve for the intended purposes of these 4 projects only. You must list the projects. So at some point, if somebody comes up and says, oh, can you fix this at the same time? The answer is no, we cannot do that. We can only work on these 4 projects. In our discussions in March and April, we brought this to the board because it makes good sense financially and for our facilities to do these 4 projects and to conduct this work while we are doing the EPC work over the summer and into the fall. So the first project is at the Welcome Center, and that is to replace the HVAC system, both the heating and air conditioning systems in that building. That includes the condensers, the electrical feeders, the wiring and piping and tying to the building maintenance system. That is estimated to be about $552,000. The second project is at the middle school and involves the boiler, and that is replacing the roping sections that are within the boiler. There's 2 boilers. One is being replaced. This is the other boiler. And the roping within that, the interior of that boiler is causing burn holes. And this project will be done at the same time that we're doing our EPC work. That's estimated to be $39,000. The third project is at Phillips Avenue School, and that is the removal of an abandoned hot water tank. Just so that you know, this hot water tank has not been used for many, many years. It was replaced with a different system when it was no longer functioning, but for whatever reason, they didn't remove the hot water tank that is now defunct. So we need to get rid of that and get that out of the building, and that's expected to be cost about $75,000. The fourth project is at Pulaski Street Elementary School, and that is to replace the first and second floor hallway floors, including the library and most of the offices. Not every single office, but most of them. And what does that include? That includes the flooring, also the subflooring where it's necessary, the transition strips, and a logo that will now be placed in the main entrance of that building. And that's estimated at $375,000. So these four projects, if approved by the board tonight, allows us to transfer $1,041,000 out of the reserve and move it to pay for these projects to be completed, and they're on target to be completed. We're going to say December, please give me January, but by the time we come back here to talk about the 27-28 budget, I should be able to report that these projects are done. And in closing, I think that another very, very important piece, and that we're very grateful for to the board, this is going to be another $1 million worth of work that we're going to accomplish without increasing the tax rate. We have been very focused. The board and administration have been very clear that we are trying to do everything we can on that long list of projects that need to be done without impacting the tax rate. You approved the near $27 million EPC, the $3 million in the kitchens, the $1 million last year to do some work, and now another $1 million. So we are chipping away slowly at that list without increasing taxes at all. So we are very appreciative of the board staying on this journey with us, both financially and from the facilities department. I would be remiss if I didn't say, and I have said it before publicly, but I'll now say it with him here, I would not be able to move forward with these projects without the support of Anthony Martino, who is heading all of these projects. And every time I say I have an idea, he is now saying, stop talking to me. It used to be him saying, I have an idea, and we are like, okay, we are planned out for the next year on all the projects that we're going to attempt to complete for the betterment of not only the environment of the school district, but to make better learning environments for our students and for our staff. So I know this has been a long journey. I thank you all for being on, and I thank everyone who was here in 2017 that put this reserve in place, because it's allowing us to plan 9 years later to do the right thing for our community. So board, thank you. If you have any questions for either myself or Mr. Martino, we're happy to answer them. Please don't ask me about boiler roping. Please don't ask him about boiler roping. There's a Nick game at 8:30. About the boiler roping.
I just want to say thank you for putting this list together. I know with the EPC going on, there's a lot of different things going on. Even besides the EPC, the everyday operations of the district, and to be able to put together an additional thing and not cost the taxpayers an extra money is a great thing. So thank you all for working on that.
You're welcome. Okay. Any questions from the community? There's a Nick game at 8:30. Okay, thank you very much. Have a great night.
Thank you, Dr. Cardisano. Can I get a motion to close the public hearing? Motion. Oh, wait, what? Someone have a question? Oh, I thought someone had a question. Can I get a motion to close the public hearing? Motion. Thank you, Ms. Harvey. Second. Thank you, Ms. Freeborn. All in favor? And the motion passes. Moving on, do we have any public comments on the agenda items? Do we have any online comments? No? Okay, seeing no comments. Can I get a motion to accept the consent agenda? Thank you, Mr. Wallace. Can I get a second? Second. Thank you, Ms. Healy. Any questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Oh, yeah, I'm going to, yeah. So we have a few announcements to make after just accepting consent agenda. We have Ms. Jacqueline Kenny, who is now going to be the principal of Aquabog Elementary School for the 26-27 school year. And we want to welcome Miss Sarah DeVita, who is going to be the assistant principal for the middle school. And we would also like to welcome Miss Christy Ramcharan, who is going to be the assistant principal at the middle school also. Oh, Riley, sorry, Riley. Surprise, sorry. And also Deborah Smith, who is going to go from teaching in Aquabog to she's going to be an assistant principal, elementary assistant principal. We also have a few teaching positions. We have Deanna Arntz, I think I hopefully said that right, as an art teacher. She will be starting in September. Congratulations. We have Miss Kayla Horn, an elementary teacher. Welcome her. Miss Nicole Lent, another elementary teacher. Hannah Sobel, another elementary teacher. Christine Vivaro, we welcome, another elementary teacher. And Miss Jenna Vasquez, who will be another art teacher. So welcome to all that new staff and the staff that is moving up. No, we have to, we're going to do the contract first. Yeah.
In order. We're getting to you, Brian, don't worry.
We got you. All right, so moving on to new business. Letter A is approval of the funding reserves expenditures from Dr. Cardesano's presentation. Can I get a motion to accept? Thank you, Mr. Wallace. Can I get a second? Second. Thank you, Ms. Murphy. Any questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter B is approval of funding reserves. This is different from the reserve expenditures that we just did. So can I get a motion to approve the funding reserves? Motion. Thank you, Ms. Murphy. Can I get a second? Second. Thank you, Ms. Freeborn. Any questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter C, this is the appointment for the new Director of Personnel, Mr. Brian Miltenberg. Okay. Can I get a motion to accept?
Motion.
Thank you, Mr. Wallace. Can I get a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Murphy. Any questions, comments?
Congratulations.
Congratulations to Mr. Miltenberg. All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter D, this is approval of an MOA for summer school co-principals. So there's not going to be two principals for summer school. This is one position that is just being shared by two principals. Can I get a motion to accept? Thank you, Dr. Gonzalez. Can I get a second? Thank you, Ms. Healy. Any questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter E is approval of shared services contract with Eastern Suffolk BOCES for the 26-27 school year. Can I get a motion to accept? Thank you, Ms. Murphy. Can I get a second? Thank you, Ms. Freeborn. Any questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter F, approval of an MOA with RCFA for a sick bank. This is concerning getting a sick bank for a particular employee. Can I get a motion to accept? Motion. Thank you, Mr. Wallace. Can I get a second? Second. Thank you, Ms. Murphy. Any questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter G, this is an MOA with CSEA for an extension of employees' probationary period through January 31st of 2029. Can I get a motion to accept? Thank you, Dr. Gonzalez. Can I get a second? Thank you, Ms. Healy. Any questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter H, approval of agreement with LIU Post. This is for Long Island University, the High School Scholars Program that will be for eligible students with the opportunity to enroll in college-level courses that will be taught at the high school, but they can earn transferable college credit for the 26-27 school year. Can I get a motion to accept? Motion. Thank you, Ms. Murphy. Can I get a second? Second. Thank you, Ms. Freeborn. Any questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter I is the approval of new courses. We have 2 new courses. One is for 8th grade ELA honors, and the second is also for 8th grade social studies honors. Can I get a motion to accept the new courses? Thank you, Ms. Murphy. Can I get a second? Thank you, Ms. Freeborn. Any questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter J is approval of a settlement agreement with 2 certain employees. Can I get a motion to accept?
Motion.
Thank you, Ms. Wallace. Can I get a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Healy. Any questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter K is approval of renewal of contracts with various vendors. There's many of them listed up there, so if anyone wants to read them, they can just click on. Can I get a motion to accept? Motion. Thank you, Ms. Murphy. Can I get a second? Thank you, Ms. Freeborn. Any questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter L, approval of the updated corrective action plans dated for May and June of 2025. Can I get a motion to accept? Motion. Thank you, Ms. Murphy. Can I get a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Healy. Any questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter M, appointment of a vote worker for the annual district meeting. This was for the retroactive from the budget vote from May 19th. Can I get a motion to accept?
Motion.
Thank you, Mr. Wallace. Can I get a second? Thank you, Dr. Gonzalez. Any questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter N, authorization to dispose of voter ballots. Can I get a motion to accept? Thank you, Dr. Gonzalez. Can I get a second? Thank you, Ms. Healy. Any questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter O, this is approval of a second and the final reading of a revised board policy. This is for Board Policy 8112 involving the Health and Safety Committee. Can I get a motion to accept? Thank you, Ms. Murphy. Can I get a second? Thank you, Ms. Freeborn. Any questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter P, this is for attendance of a conference. This is for Dr. Hagan, board member Ms. Redmond, myself, the newly elected board member Ms. Jasmine Corwin, to attend the NYSBA, New York State School Board Association Summer Law Conference that will be held on July 28th, 2026, at an approximate cost of $325 for each person attending. Can I get a motion to accept?
Motion.
Thank you, Mr. Wallace. Can I get a second? Thank you, Ms. Murphy. Any questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. Letter Q, this is for an approval of an amendment to a field trip. So we've already approved this field trip. This is for the girls golf team to attend the championships at Wildwood Country Club in Rush, New York, June 5th through June 8th. It's an approximate additional cost of $1,650 to cover the lodging for an additional chaperone. Can I get a motion to accept?
Motion.
Thank you, Mr. Wallace. Can I get a second? Thank you, Ms. Freeborn. Any questions, comments? All in favor? And the motion passes. And then letter R, this is approval of donations. So we have 6 donations. One is from Munistat Services, Inc. has donated $250 for a scholarship for a 2026 graduate. NYSER has donated $1,000 to Riverhead Central School District to assist students with financial support to pay for fees such as field trips, yearbooks, prom tickets, lunch charges, school supplies, and/or hygiene products. Third is from the Jacob Marley Foundation, has donated $5,000 to the Jerry Shilp Memorial Scholarship. Number 4 is the Jewish Center of the Hamptons, has donated 100 book bags with school supplies for students in the ENL program, valued at approximately $6,000. Number 5 is Mr. Daniel Casamassa, has donated $1,000 for classroom supplies, learning materials, and books to the Pulaski Street Elementary School. And the 6th is from Mr. Ken Densieski, has donated multiple fishing rods to the Blue Waves Fishing Club, valued at approximately $180. So can I get a motion to accept all the donations? Thank you. Ms. Murphy, can I get a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Freeborn. Any questions, comments?
Thank you.
Thank you to everyone, yes. All in favor? And the motion passes. Do we have any committee reports? Yes, we do, right?
Yeah.
Audit committee.
Okay, the audit committee met on May 6th to review updates related to the district's financial oversight, audit progress, and capital planning. The committee received an update on grant management and advised that the prior year's grants have been successfully closed out and that the district is now in a much stronger position with improved tracking and oversight. Remaining balances in certain grants, including special education and title grants, will have been carried over appropriately. It was noted that some funding, such as universal pre-K, exceeds the current program capacity due to space limitations rather than lack of use. Administration also reported that all required grant filings have been completed and that the transition plan is in place to ensure continued oversight and accountability. The committee also reviewed the updated audit comment report and noted significant progress. The vast majority of the prior audit findings have been addressed, with only a small number of items remaining, primarily related to the development of procedural manuals. The importance of maintaining strong documentation and audit trails was emphasized to support long-term consistency and transparency. An update was provided on the claims auditor request for proposals, with one response received from a current provider, Serini. The committee expressed satisfaction with the current services and anticipates board approval at the July 1 reorg meeting. The committee also received an update on the energy performance contract financing, which is nearing completion. Project work is progressing, including lighting upgrades at the high school and middle school and initial work on solar installations. The district's strong financial standing continues to support this work. Finally, the committee reviewed proposed use of the repair reserve for the upcoming year, including planned improvements to the Welcome Center, Middle School, Phillips Avenue, and Pulaski Street School. A public hearing and board consideration are anticipated in early June. Overall, the committee noted continued progress in strengthening financial systems, internal controls, and long-term planning across the district.
Thank you, Ms. Freeborn. Do we have any board member remarks?
I just wanted to thank Dr. Cardisano for all the hard work. I've been on the audit committee since I started on the board for 3 years, and she is the reason why we are so financially stable today, and she has worked tirelessly to make it that way. And this is just a summary. It can't explain the hours, days, nights, weekends that she's put in to make sure that this district was in a better place, and we will be forever grateful to you. So thank you so much.
Do we have any other board member remarks?
I just wanted to acknowledge Eric Gabrielson's efforts to organize a voter registration drive at the high school. He spearheaded this effort and was able to register numerous young students, many of which voted for the first time recently. And I just applaud your efforts. It was a wonderful accomplishment. So thank you for that. And last night I had the opportunity to attend the middle school academic awards ceremony, where so many young people were awarded and acknowledged for all of their efforts this year. But I think what struck me the most is when the teachers who were there, who were presenting the awards, when their names were announced, just the enthusiasm and applause from the students for their teachers. Never doubt that you make a difference. Teaching is a noble profession, and every single day, you guys make an incredible impact on those students. I also love the way they celebrated one another. Every time a student got up to get an award, all these kids were cheering for them, and it was just such a wonderful example of the Riverhead community. So thank you for the invitation. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And let's go next.
Any other board member remarks? Do we have any RCFA remarks? Going nothing? No? Anything from BRA?
Good evening. Charles Gassar, Co-President, Riverhead Administrators Association. Happy June. On behalf of the Riverhead Administrators Association, we are pleased to congratulate our current and new RA members on their well-deserved appointments. Jacqueline Kenny, Sarah DeVita, Christy Ramcharan, Deborah Smith. We wish each of you great success in your new positions and look forward to working alongside of you for many years to come. Your leadership, dedication, and commitment to our students, staff, and community are greatly appreciated. Congratulations and best wishes. We would also like to extend our sincere congratulations to Brian Miltenberg on his appointment as Director of Personnel. Brian, we wish you much success in your new role and are confident that your leadership, professionalism, and dedication will serve the district well. We look forward to working with you and wish you all the best as you begin this exciting new chapter. Congratulations, all of you.
Thank you. Thank you. Do we have any public comments? Okay. You just have to say your name.
Okay, my name's Tamara Oliver, and I just want to bring forward a situation that happened at the high school during a freshman seminar class the beginning of this week. So my child received the Planned Parenthood lecture on what was supposed to be about healthy relationships versus healthy relationships. I was made aware that this lecture involved topics such as abortion, birth control, and pronouns, and my child was also asked to answer questions at the end of the lecture, including asking her what her pronouns were. Informed consent was not sent home for me to give permission for my child to be lectured by this Planned Parenthood. According to the BOE policy section 4000, instruction code 4810, teaching about controversial issues, I feel was violated. The principal himself was not made aware nor approved this guest speaker. This policy states that if a controversial topic is going to be discussed, many sides of the issue should be presented so it doesn't appear that support is given to one side over the other. And it appeared that this lecture was one-sided. For controversial topics, I'd like to see that obtaining informed consent by parent or guardian is mandatory and added to the policy. I want to see the code of conduct updated to include an operational definition of what controversial is and not just state matters of opposing or conflicting views. Examples and non-examples should also be provided so the definition isn't subjective and left up to the discretion of the teacher. Due to current events, beliefs, and values, this policy, I feel, should be updated yearly to reflect on any new changes going on, and the last update was 2022. As far as the Curriculum Management Code 4200 is concerned, the curriculum is supposed to ensure continuity between written, taught, and tested curriculum. So why weren't other freshman seminar classes subject to this lecture? I did attend back to school night, and the teacher did state that the curriculum taught throughout the year is chosen at the discretion of the teacher. She vaguely stated what she was going to be talking about and stated that other teachers might be focusing on other topics. It appears that the freshman seminar teacher's curriculum may be influenced by their own values and beliefs, which violates the code of influencing personal bias over students, especially if the information is considered controversial. Curriculum should be uniform across all teachers teaching the class, especially if you have many teachers teaching with a different scope of competence, such as English, math, science, because they're all teachers of different domains. And this policy hasn't been updated since 2012. Also, to be added to the code of conduct under teachers' responsibilities should be a statement that if a guest speaker is coming to speak, parents and guardians should be notified and provided with written or electronic consent. I do believe the teachers that allowed this lecture violated number 9 of the teacher responsibilities by having only one side of the issue present at the lecture and did not shut down the lecture when the conversation started taking a turn towards controversial issues and topics such as abortions, pronouns, and gender identity. The Planned Parenthood provider started the lecture from the class by asking the class, "Do you know what we are known for?" and proceeded to state abortion.
Thank you. Your time's up. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
I have, if you guys want, I have.
Sure. You can give it to the district clerk. She will give it to us. Do we have any more public comments?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Claudia Amaya, and I'm here tonight because I care deeply about the success of all the students in our district. We, the parents from Roanoke Elementary School, I'm representing here some of the parents from Roanoke Elementary School, would like to ask you to reconsider the decision to eliminate, not to eliminate the dual language program. As research consistently shows, the students enrolled in these dual language programs often achieve stronger academic outcomes over time while developing proficiency in 2 languages. These programs not only support the English learners, but also prepare all students for a diverse and global future. The district has stated that there's not enough funding to continue the program. However, taxpayer dollars have already been invested in a curriculum materials, books, classroom resources, and teacher training. I personally looked up the American Reading Company material, and some of these modules cost more than $10,000. What will happen to those resources if the program is discontinued? And if we already have those resources, why not use them with the new children that are coming into the district? I am also concerned about the 38% of students in our district who are English learners. If the dual language program is removed, what program will replace it, and how will it meet the needs of those students? It is my understanding that the first group of dual language students is currently in 2nd grade. My child is in that group and has not yet reached the grades where state testing begins. What research or data guided the decision to end the program for most schools before these students have had the opportunity to demonstrate those results? Additionally, no one in the community, at least the people that I spoke with, asked for the program to be taken away. Who made the decision, and why was the community not given an opportunity to provide input before such a significant change was proposed? My hope is that we can work together, listen to families, educators, and community members, and find a solution that allows the program to continue for students who benefit from it. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Thank you.
So thank you for your comment. I just want to respond to 2 specific items there. One is we did not eliminate the program. What we did was sustain what we currently have. There are currently, particularly in Roanoke, there are 3 grade levels where the dual language program is there. Next year, the 2nd grade will roll into 3rd grade, just so that you know that will continue. So we are not eliminating. What we're not doing is adding into next year. So what we're doing is we're reevaluating the program to make it stronger, to make it more successful. So there are a lot of different pieces to that whole thing, but that's what we're doing right now. The second piece is the funding piece was never the conversation about funding. We do have difficulty hiring bilingual certified teachers. Right now we have a 3rd posting for a vacancy that we're trying to fill. We do have that, but that's a challenge that we'll overcome. But funding was never something that we talked about as far as a program to sustain what it is that we're doing. We are keeping exactly the same number of sections this year and for next year as well.
Do we have any more public comments?
Remarks regarding the dual language program.
You just have to say your name.
My name is Annie Nava, and I am the parent of a 2nd grade student at Roanoke. And I'm here tonight to speak in support of the dual language program. And I know many parents are here to support it as well. As a parent, I've seen firsthand the positive impact this program has had on my daughter. And also, I have worked in school districts that support dual language programs, and I've seen the long-term benefits beyond my own family. She already touched a little bit on the research, but Riverhead is a diverse community. And opportunities like this reflect who we are and prepare our students for the future. So I urge the board, Dr. Hagan, the administration, to continue exploring all options and to keep parents and teachers involved in these conversations. I think we can all agree that our goal is to do what's best for students. And in my opinion, this program has been extremely valuable, and I've seen the value in my own family, and I believe future students, including my younger child, deserve the same opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you.
And just to, for both that made the comments, as we had spoken, we certainly will work together and, make the programs as strong as we possibly can for all students. So I appreciate your comments, and thank you for being here this evening.
Do we have any more public comments?
I have nothing written down. My name is Claudia Ambrosio, and I'm the mother of a pre-K student. And this is about the dual language as well. So my daughter goes to Roanoke Avenue Elementary, and knowing that my daughter will not be benefiting for this kindergarten dual language program, as it's only being offered in Phillips Avenue, it really worries me because I was counting on this year. I was very excited. I was never referred wrongly about this program. I was referred to by an outside school teacher. I was never, it was never advertised, or I never heard of this program other by that outside teacher saying, oh, this is a wonderful program that you should put your daughter in. And I mean, it's happening right there in your school district. You should find out on it. And I was in shock when I found out that, yes, it was being offered. So that's great, but I just need to wait until it's kinder and then the first grade and so on. But now, is there going to be any arrangements for those who are not going to Phillips Avenue and they are assigned, for example, to Roanoke Avenue? Maybe like any arrangements in case kids like me, like my daughter, want to be part of that program in Phillips Avenue. I think we should consider making maybe arrangements for kids to benefit in Phillips Avenue School, or I don't know.
So right now, what we did was all the building principals are sending out survey information to all the parents and guardians of all the children that are in the dual language program currently to fill out that information that's going to help us point us in the direction so that we can figure out exactly the direction that we need to go in as far as the program is concerned. We are looking to work with you, not against you. So the thing is, until we have all the information, we're not going to be able to answer that just yet, but that's where we are right now. So I believe that's going, if it hasn't gone out already, it will be going out very shortly, because we need to know the strengths and we need to know some of the areas where we need to focus our resources. We just need a whole lot of information so we can make an informed decision going forward.
Thank you.
Appreciate your comments. Thank you.
Do we have any other public comments?
My name is Jennifer Fernandez, and just like them, I feel like they got everything covered with the dual program. I just have a question on why were parents never aware that this, that the new year for the kindergartens, the program was going to stop? For me, I learned about this through Riverhead Local, so it was a little bit upsetting that, there was no district information on this at all.
So the information was at registration during the enrollment period. That's where it was. As far as the other communications, I wouldn't know that piece of it, but it definitely was at registration as far as that's concerned.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have any other public comments? Do we have any online comments?
Oh, and just one other piece, I'm sorry. They just didn't inform me. We did do it during the budget process as well. I know that's not always, but we tried to do it at the registration because it's a one-on-one conversation. Sorry about that. Correct, coming into kindergarten.
Seeing no more comments, can I get a motion to adjourn? Motion. Thank you, Ms. Perfect. I have a second. Second. Thank you, Mr. Wallace. All in favor? And the motion passes.
Please help support the Riverhead Central School District YouTube channel by subscribing. If you are not already subscribed to this channel, please be sure to push that subscribe button. and click the bell to receive notifications. Thank you.